Welcome back with a new math tutorial. In this video we are talking about subtracting integers. Again, what is the meaning of the integers? Integers are the number which form from positive and negative and zero. Anything related to the increase will be positive. Anything related to the decrease will be negative. Zero neither positive nor negative. Because if you add zero to any number, it will never increase anything. And if you subtract zero from any number, it will never decrease anything. So 0 doesn't increase nor decrease. So it's neither positive nor negative. For adding two integer numbers, number 1, we put the sign of the greatest number. Number 2, if the two numbers have the same sign, we will add them. And if the two numbers with different sign, I will subtract. We will follow the same for subtracting integers. So for question number 1, you will find that we have 8 minus 30. Now we have two numbers. If you look at 8, you will find positive value because there is no sign. And 13, look at the sign before 13. Don't say we have 13 here is positive. The sign before 13 is negative. So 13 is negative number. Because we can write 8 minus 13 in the form of 8 plus negative 13. So they have the same meaning. Once you find a minus before any number, it means this number will be converted to be negative. If there is any minus before any number, so this number is negative value. Now we will follow the same. 13 is greater than 8. 13 is negative, so the answer now will be negative. If you look at 8, you will find positive value. 13 is negative value. The two numbers with different signs, so I will subtract them. 13 minus 8 equals 5. In question number 4, we have negative 20 minus 15. 20 is negative. 15 is negative. 20 is greater than 15 and 20 is negative, so the answer will be negative. The two numbers with the same sign, because we said if there is minus before a number, it means this number will be a negative value. So we have here the two numbers with the same sign, so I will add them. 20 plus 15 equals to 35. So negative 20 minus 15 equals to negative 35. In question number 2, we have negative 10 minus 7. If you look at the two numbers, we have 10 is negative value. 7 is also negative value. Because we have two numbers are negative and the greatest is negative, so the answer will be negative. The two numbers have the same sign, so I will add them. 10 plus 7 equal to 17. 10 is negative because we have here a negative sign before this one. 7 is negative because we have a minus sign. Because there is minus, so it would be negative value. So we have here the two numbers with the same sign, so I will add them. The sign of the greatest is negative, so the answer will be negative. So negative 10 minus 7 equal to negative 17. In question number 5, we have negative 22 minus 26. The two numbers now are negative. So the greatest is negative, so I'll just write negative. 22 is negative. 26 is negative. The two numbers with the same sign, so I will add them. By adding the two numbers, you will find that the answer will be equals 48. In question number 7, we have negative 10 minus negative 7. If you have minus negative 7, just when you find that negative and minus followed by each other, just remove them and replace them with positive. So the question now would be equals negative 10 plus 7. Again for this point. Once you have here minus followed by negative, just remove them and replace them with plus. So you have here two numbers. The greatest number 10 is negative, so the answer will be negative. 10 is negative and the 7 is positive. The two numbers with different signs, so I will subtract. 10 minus 7 equal to 3. Again for question number 8. If you look at question number 8, you will find that 4 minus negative 12. We said once you find a minus followed by negative, just replace them with plus. So it will be equals 4. Instead of minus negative, I will just replace it with plus. So it will be plus 12. Then the answer now, 4 plus 12 equal to 16. Again for question number 9. Negative 15 minus negative 5. Because we have here minus negative, I will just remove them and replace it with plus. So it will be negative 15 plus 5. Once you have here minus followed by negative, just remove them and replace them with plus. So it will be negative 15 plus 5. Now we have 15 is greater than 5. But the sign of the greatest number, which is negative. Number 2, if the two numbers with the same sign, add them. If the two numbers with different signs, subtract them. 15 is negative, 5 is positive, the two numbers with different sign, so I will subtract them. 15 minus 5 equals 10. So negative 15 plus 5 equals to negative 10. Again for question number 10. 10 minus negative 6. Once you find that minus followed by negative, just remove them and replace it with plus. So it will be equals 18. And instead of minus negative, it will be plus. Just we write 6. Now if you look at the two numbers, 18 plus 6, the answer will be equals 24. 14 minus 17. 14 is positive, 17 is negative, 17 is greater than 14, so the answer will be negative, with the sign of the greatest number. Now we have here, 14 is positive, 17 is negative. The two numbers with different sign I will subtract. Subtract the greatest minus the smallest. In all cases, subtract the greatest minus smallest. 17 minus 14, the answer will be equal to 3. In question number 12, we have the same. 14 minus negative 10. Once you have here minus followed by negative, just remove it and replace it with plus. So it will be equals 14 plus 10. 14 plus 10, it will be equals to 24. In question number 13, we have here 12 minus 26. 26 is greater than 12. 26 is negative because we said once you find minus, it means this number will be negative. If there is minus before any number, it means this number will be converted to be negative. Because 26 is greater than 12, and the 26 now is negative, so the answer will be negative. Now the two numbers, 12 is positive value, 26 is negative, the two numbers with different sign. If you have the same sign, I will add them. Different sign, I will subtract them. So 26 minus 12 equals to 14. And question number 10, 0 minus 10. 0 minus 10 equals to negative 10. The greatest number here will be 10. 10 is negative, so it will be equals negative. 0 is neither positive nor negative. So we just subtract. 10 minus 0 equals 10. So the answer will be equals negative 10. 0 minus any number equal negative this number. 0 minus 5 equal negative 5. 0 minus 7 equal negative 7. 0 minus 3 equal negative 3. If we have 0 minus negative 3. We said if we have minus followed by negative, just replace them with plus. So it will be equals 0 plus 3 will be equal 3. And that's how we can subtract the two integer numbers. In this part of the lesson, we need to evaluate. What is the meaning of evaluate? Just I give you two variables, x and y, a and b, m and n, and I tell you x is equal value, y is equal numerical value, and I just want you to replace it. So we need to find x minus y. If x equals to negative 6 and y equals to negative 5, so I will just write here. I will start with x. X is equal to negative 6. Just when you find x, replace it with negative 6. Then write minus. Y is equal to negative 5. When you find y, just write negative 5. Don't say we have a minus, I will just write 5. Minus for the minus, but y is equal to negative 5. So to solve this question, it will be equals. Once we find minus followed by negative, I will just remove them and replace it with plus. So negative 6 plus 5 will be equals. Now 6 is negative, 5 is positive, so the greatest number is negative. So just write negative for the answer, and the two numbers with different sign, I will subtract them. 6 minus 5 equals 1. Again for question 29. M minus n. If m equals negative 15 and n equals 8. Now I'm just replacing m with negative 15. Minus n is equals 8. Now 15 and 8, both of them are negative, so the answer will be negative. 15 is negative, 8 is negative, so they have the same sign, I will add them. 15 and 8 equals to 23. And that's how we can subtract the two integer numbers.